So if you're a leader and you're burning out and you're always on, that on button is pressed and you're running like crazy, working like crazy, what if I told you that that very mentality is actually holding you back from future ready leadership? Now, it's time to really debunk this myth because this constant availability that equals success is a lie. And I want you to discover how to lead effectively without sacrificing your well being because it has a ripple effect, right? Our energy is contagious. Our confidence is contagious. It's biology. People pick up on energy. So let's talk about cultivating a culture of well-being at work and what that looks like. Well, the first thing is, as a leader, you need to have sustainable leadership practices. Now, I learned this early in my career. I was a young CEO and I was constantly always on. Now, I basically was working long hours, and every time I was asked to hit a new KPI, I'd hit a new KPI. Every time I was asked to do the impossible, I would say, I can do that. And eventually I found that the pressure I was putting on the people around me and the pressure upon myself was taking a massive toll. So I actually flipped that thinking and I started to do meditation, do mindfulness, do those practices where I took a break in the middle of the day, have healthy catch up with employees, take time to stop and smell the roses. You all know what this is about. You're just too used to having the button pressed on. And so therefore you're burning out. Now, once you start to do this, it will build team morale because what happened for me was I suddenly found that people felt more energized around me. I suddenly found that people were working harder, but in a different way. They were having fun. They were now enjoying what they were doing. But I was also valuing them as humans because we humanized the brand. And then morale and productivity started to increase. People started to do the projects that they love to do with enthusiasm, right? And we started to create a commitment level that was having a massive impact. Now, this was great. It was also great for me because my well-being increased dramatically and I started to see people differently. Now, the second most important thing that you need to understand, and if you're burying your head in the sand on this one, stop